and thank you for joining us for another one of our Infinity Experience video interviews. Today we are so blessed to have with us Jennifer Lipski, who is joining us from Australia. She has a special project that she is the co-creator of called 8 Minutes of Awesome. This project is amazing. It is a very empowering experience to be interviewed, not only just to watch them. So if you, after going to her website, 8minutesofawesome.com, and it's the number 8, you'll see it down below here. I'll have it running. And check out her videos. And if you're interested in being interviewed, please reach out to her because she's looking to talk to anyone and everyone who has a compelling message. And the main thing that I love about this process of hers is that it's candid, so it creates an opportunity for your higher being to download right through you, and who knows whose heart will be touched by your message. That's what's so powerful. So today, Jennifer has been kind enough to join us to share with us her personal infinity experience. Jennifer, thank you for being here with us.
Oh, Candace, thank you so much for having me on your show. It really is a blessing.
I just want to get right to it. Would you share with us how your moment of realizing that you're more than your physical self, how did that unfold for you?
Oh, I would be glad to. You know, Candace, a number of years ago, I started to delve into creativity, really exploring my creative side, which is not something that I had really done before in my life. My bachelor's degree is in communications. I went on and became an RN. So I did things in those lines of work. But I started to explore watercolors and I started to explore pottery. And I started off with very simple clays like terracotta, but very quickly, in about 6 months, decided that I wanted to start working with porcelain.
Mm.
And everyone in the pottery studio said to me, "Oh my gosh, you're crazy. Beginners don't work with porcelain. Porcelain's so hard." And it really is a very challenging clay body with which to work. It is,
Hmm.
as is often said, it's like working with a block of cream cheese. It has that temperament. But something was really driving me to really work with this clay. And so I did. And after about, maybe 4 or 6 months, I finally was able to achieve, um, kind of better and better pieces. And then one day I got the piece to be so thin that it was translucent.
Mm.
I could light it from within with a candle. And that's actually one of the remarkable qualities that I then found out about porcelain is that it's the only clay body that permits that.
Mm.
And so that to me was this enormous aha moment. Because as I sat there looking at this piece that I had made, I realized that that is exactly what I was seeking about myself. And that was to let my own inner light shine. And so I started at that time to maybe make some changes in my inner life. Really started to connect with my heart. Really started listening to what my inner voice was saying. Started making changes in my life around me. Different things, including going back to school for my master's in transpersonal psychology.
Mm. Wow.
And through all of these kind of incremental steps, step, I feel like with that experience with the porcelain, it unlocked these series of doors. And all I had to do was kind of step through each one.
Mm.
Some of them were harder to step through than others. And some of them I just breezed right through. But about 4 months ago, I arrived in Australia as part of this journey, a journey still of great self exploration. And I immersed myself in a daily yoga and meditation practice, really rigorous. Now, I'd done that for years, say 25 years, whenever I could fit it into my schedule. It was great, but it was only when I could really have extra time for it. But I decided when I arrived here that this was something that I really needed and wanted to do. And so that was, each day, 7 days a week for a number of weeks. One afternoon, after one particularly rigorous session, I took a nap on my little couch in the sun, and I had this just profound dream, so crystal clear. And it was of this project, 8 Minutes of Awesome. And in the dream, I saw the name 8 Minutes of Awesome. I saw the figure eight turned on its side, the hyperbola, the lemniscate, in this glittery gold, sparkling.
Wow.
And I saw me having these really candid conversations with people, really hearing what they had to say and sharing their messages with others. And when I woke from this dream, I sat up on the side of the couch and I wasn't groggy at all. It was like I was wide awake and just lit on fire from within. So I picked up the phone. Well, it was Skype actually. I picked up the Skype right away and called back to the US to my partner with whom I work on other projects. And I said, "Oh my gosh, you've got to help me to bring this forward. I had the big dream, like the dream, really from spirit. It was absolutely something so much bigger than myself, something that I would never have brought forward on my own without that inspiration." And so with his help, we are bringing forward 8 Minutes of Awesome. And I have started, oh gosh, dozens of interviews now with people from around the world, people all different ages, different backgrounds, different professions. But the commonality is that all of these people really put their soul's purpose into what they do. They really pour themselves into each moment. And while the journeys can be very different and the messages are a little different also, there is this commonality that keeps emerging and emerging and emerging. And so it is this kind of collective voice that is coming through. And I'll tell you, Candace, after each and every interview, I really do feel in awe of what each person has to say. And the message within that is that, we all have a message to share. Every single one of us is as brilliant as the sun. And we're all role models to someone, so whatever message that you have right now that's in your heart, someone else needs to hear it.
Absolutely. That is amazing. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah, it was awesome. Thank you. Yes, yes.
I love it. Well,
Oh.
you already answered my second question, which is how did your life shift, and if so, how? But you just answered it, because clearly when you had that epiphany moment with the porcelain, unconsciously and consciously new decisions were made. And creativity is a beautiful vehicle for interconnectedness with one's greater self. It opens the flow, for sure.
Yeah,
It's been my
absolutely.
experience.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your infinity experience, your personal moments of expansion and
Oh.
embracement of the greater self that you are. And for anyone who's watching, if you're interested, again, go to 8minutesofawesome.com. You can connect with Jennifer there. If you'd like to share your compelling message, even if you think maybe it's not compelling, you never know whose heart you'll touch. Reach out to Jennifer, share your story with her and her project. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for being with us today.
Oh, Candace, thank you so much. It really has been my pleasure. And thank you for all of the work you do for having me on your great Empowered Whole Being radio show.
Oh, my Infinity Experience project.
I'm sorry. Yes.
I knew
Your
you were
infinity
gonna.
experience. Yeah, okay.
That's fine because you know what I was just thinking. I was thinking when you said that. I was thinking I should have Jennifer on my radio show, and
Oh,
then you said
yeah.
that. Sorry, I influenced you.
That's a,
Anyway, thank you
yeah.
so much. And again, people reach out to Jennifer and connect with her because she's got a great project going. Take care now.